What is up, everyone? DSP here, and I literally just saw the brand new Captain America Civil War trailer, which they're calling Trailer 2, I guess, because it's the second one. And I wanted to take a moment to sit down and give you my thoughts and reactions to what I saw. However, before we actually get to that, I really do strongly feel that I want to address something in regards to my new reaction style videos this year. A lot of people have expressed concern that the title Phil Reacts is misleading because I'm not doing what every other YouTuber does who uses that title, which is playing a live clip of something on the screen and showing my actual facial reactions and things to seeing it live for the first time. Now, I just want to clear the air here because I do feel that there is a major misconception on YouTube with this fad. The bottom line is, react is not a word that means live facial reaction, and in reality, that's what everyone else on YouTube does, because that's what's popular on YouTube. It's virally popular, it's a thing that everyone does, even if they're not known for doing it, everyone started doing it for cheap views, alright? And okay, maybe there is some entertainment factor for it for some reason for some people. I don't know, because I don't really care and I wouldn't want to see someone's live facial reactions. I'm more of a person that would rather hear someone who saw something and had time to digest it and has cool thoughts about it and wants to express those thoughts, not just crazy ass wow, facial reactions to stuff, which quite honestly is what most of these videos are that I've seen. It just seems that a lot of the times they're not even real. It's probably someone who saw the trailer once or twice before and now has figured out how to overreact to it to try to get a reaction from the crowd. They're pandering to the lowest common denominator, and if you fall for these videos, I mean, that's on you. It's certainly nothing that I would ever want to create. I'd rather actually give you my digested thoughts and things that I think would add to a conversation or get a conversation going, rather than just cheap kind of shock factor reactions on my face. And so, when I'm doing this kind of video, this is my reaction. Phil Reacts means that I saw something or something happened, and my reaction to it is this video where I give you my digested thoughts. So please don't come over here and be unfair and say that the videos are misproperly titled or whatever. They're not. In reality, it's all the rest of YouTube who's naming their videos wrong. Those videos should be called live facial reactions, not whatever react, because people react to things in different ways and don't always just sit there going and doing kinds of faces when they're watching something live. And to put a final pin in this conversation and end it, I couldn't do that here anyway. This channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, is not under any kind of a managed partnership, and I've already had multiple copyright issues in the past year with complete nonsensical stuff that was fake. Imagine now if I was actually getting legitimate issues showing this actual trailer on the screen while I was watching it, and now it's getting flagged by Marvel, or even if not, even if people were just false flagging it. The bottom line is, this year, I've got a lot of great momentum on this channel, and people really are enjoying my increase in vlogging and this new style of video. The last thing I would want is for all that momentum to come to a screeching halt because of some copyright issue because I played the trailer on the screen. So please understand, I'm not going to do that style of video. This is the way that I react to stuff, and I hope that you enjoy it. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this new Captain America Civil War trailer. So the premise of this whole movie, which I'm interested in because it is a spin on the actual Civil War plotline from Marvel Comics several years back, is that Captain America and Iron Man are at odds. In this case, it seems that the world is very much afraid of superheroes because, as we've seen in the past several Marvel movies, there's these large-scale invasions, there's these things going on that cause widespread panic, destruction, and the people are afraid that even the heroes, when they mobilize, end up doing all this peripheral damage that just, hurts everyone around them, and they want checks and balances on the heroes. Tony Stark, or Iron Man, is very much in line with this line of thought, and he wants to have checks and balances. He feels that they do have too much power, and that they should be able to be regulated in some way, while Captain America is kind of on the other side of the fence, saying, no, I stand for truth and justice, and if something is going wrong, I want the ability to react at a moment's notice, and not have to jump through all these loopholes and everything in order to get approval. And I can see both sides of the fence. In some ways, you need to have an immediate reaction, but other times, if you don't have a calculated kind of response, you could have all kinds of bad things happen to the people around you, and this is what's at the core of Civil War. To even kind of emphasize the idea, you've got the focal point, the Winter Soldier. This is Bucky, who used to be Captain America's sidekick way back during the World War II times, and he's been transformed into this kind of cybernetic guy who was controlled by the terrorist organization Hydra in the last Captain America movie, appropriately titled Winter Soldier. So now he's on a run because the law want to arrest him for the things that he's done, but Captain America's like, no, he was mind controlled. It's not his fault that all this stuff happened, and you can't hold him accountable. And he's trying to basically escape, and so it's like Captain America, along with Winter Soldier, and a group of people on his side, including the Scarlet Witch, who was in the previous Avengers movies, and a few other people, are kind of up in arms against Iron Man, who's now teaming up with people on the Avengers and such, and it's pretty interesting to see these two sides go at it. We already knew from the original Civil War trailer that Black Panther, a very popular character in the Marvel Universe, would be making his on-screen debut, and that was cool. But this trailer also fleshes out the fact that there's going to be a few more characters who maybe we hadn't planned on seeing. Number one, AntMan, who's really cool. I just saw AntMan in his movie, and I thought it was a really cool movie. I thought that he's probably one of the most original superheroes ever, which quite honestly, I thought he was kind of lame until I saw the movie. I was like, wow, this guy has a lot of cool powers that I'd like to see implemented in a full-scale, say, Avengers movie, and he's in the trailer, and that's really cool to see that they're taking this most recent Marvel superhero from last year and tossing him into the mix. And in a few quick scenes, you see the Vision, which again is also cool because the Vision was kind of a secondary character to the Avengers 2 movie, and I really like to see him back after Age of Ultron in some kind of a capacity in these movies, so this will be his first opportunity to do so. But now the big spoiler, and I just want to make it abundantly clear to everyone, this is public in the trailer, and most people have already heard about it, but if you have not seen the trailer yet, prepare for spoilers. Here we go. The very final scene of the trailer, you've got Iron Man and Captain America kind of facing off, and Iron Man says, that's it, I'm disgusted, sending the guy in underoos. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man jumps over Captain America, whips out his web, pulls the shield out of Captain America's hands, lands, and goes, hi guys. And there's all this speculation now on the internet about who is this Spider-Man? Is this supposed to be one of the actual real mainstream Spider-Man from Marvel Comics? Is it the Ultimates Spider-Man? People are looking at his suit and saying, oh, it kind of looks like it's more CGI or more cartoony, so maybe they're going from the more manga-style Spider-Man. His eyes are way different design than the previous Spider-Man. So there's all the speculation. Now, it was a rumor that Spider-Man was going to be in this movie for months, especially because we learned last year that the Spider-Man movie franchise from Sony Pictures was literally just being scrapped, and that they were going to move on to other projects, and that there was a lot of rumblings behind the scenes that Marvel Comics really wanted to have Spider-Man on the other side of the fence in this other Marvel Cinematic Universe that was not being made by Sony. So it's really cool to finally get confirmation that Spider-Man is going to be in this movie. I'm excited, and I'm really, quite honestly, to see that confirmation in the trailer baffles me. I mean, if you were going to have a big surprise like that, why wouldn't you save it for the release of the movie? Now, undoubtedly, the first people who saw the movie would immediately spoil it all over the internet. Maybe they didn't feel that Civil War had enough going for it that they really needed to spoil the big surprise in the trailer, but I don't know. And quite honestly, now I'm starting to get a little worried about the movie. Even though I'm excited that there's so much action that looks like it's going to happen, there may be too many people involved now in the movie for there to be enough focus that the movie is going to make coherent sense or that everyone gets a shot. I mean, you're talking upwards of 5 to 6, if not more, characters on each side of the Civil War that are constantly probably going to be meeting up and fighting and going after each other. And the question here is, are they all going to get enough time to shine? Or are they all just going to have little mini cameos that last 2 to 5 minutes and maybe they're in an action scene or two, but really just focuses on 1 or 2 characters? I guess it remains to be seen for when the mainstream movie releases. For me, I'm excited, but I'm also going to be a little bit apprehensive because I've seen movies like this before where unfortunately there's too much going on and it becomes a jumbled mess. I'm hoping that that's not what happens, but I guess we'll have to see when it releases on May 6th. So those are my thoughts and reactions on the new Captain America Civil War Trailer 2. What are yours? Go ahead and leave a comment on the description of the video. Let me know what you think about this new trailer and if you're excited to see this movie come May. More than likely, I'm going to end up seeing it because there's so many superhero movies coming out this year. I kind of want to stay in line with them and be in line with pop culture. A lot of the times I've fallen out of what was going on with the new movies and stuff, and I kind of want to get back into it. So I'm excited for this movie. I hope you are too. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time on another Phil Reacts.